Bum, 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 bum. Trying to add some WBA calls at 6 cents. 611. KWeb June calls being bought. KWeb June 3rd. 1,000 lot. No thank you. A little too far out of the money. Mattel had profit targets at 125. So Mattel, nice profit targets at MAT. Mattel, nice profit targets at MAT. 5-minute bar closes here in a minute. A lot of red across the tape so far today. A lot of red. Chewy down. We actually saw a lot of Chewy June calls. I'm actually going to call that as a signal. June 35 calls. Bum, 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 bum. Today is Fed Day. Music going. OPAD trading here. Nothing to do in that one. How high will Hex go? So Hex isn't even a signal. Hex is not even a signal. Lyft's getting absolutely destroyed. Let's see how much volume it trades. Uber trades 15 million shares. Thankfully, I got out of the 35s. Weekly 35s are down to 3 cents here. So I did get out of those. 5-minute bars. We had a bunch of them yesterday. Futures at 5. Roku up a half. WBA. Look at Mattel go. MAT up to 125. MAT taking profits here in MAT. That was a signal from... Was that a signal from Monday? Was that our only signal for the week? It might be our only signal for the week. Our ARKK weekly calls down to 2 cents. WBA calls, no thank you. The low is in for WBA. WBA can rally, I think it's $1.12, $1.25. I think it was set up for a rip your face off rally day today, to be honest, but so far a little bit of weakness. Uber calls trading here. Uber down to 26.70. DraftKings calls being sold. Maybe that's a reason to get out of DraftKings. DraftKings down to 15. Expedia down again today. CHGG higher. ARKK lower. Match down. Where's my protection in match? SEP 75 puts. Futures down on the day. Futures down on the day. I woke up this morning. They were up like 15, 17. I was like, ooh, today will be a good day. Now we're down. 5-minute bars. Most likely there won't be anything. We'll look at them in about 2 minutes. Amazon down again today. So we're going to get a lot. Lucid getting crushed on 56 cents. We'll probably get a lot of volatility until the Fed announces. I think they're going to go with a half. It'll all be based on what they say going forward. MAT, the June 27th, great signal. Those are up to 135 now. So we gave you guys a signal. These at 75 or 60 cents. These are up about 100% profits this week. So MAT, great signal on MAT. 3 grand in MAT, nice trading. 3 grand in MAT, nice trading. WBA down 38 cents here. Weekly 44.5, some 6-cent bid here. Seven, 8. Veryu down 16 cents. GDX, the low is in for the day. GDX can get up to, ATR is 114, so GDX can get up to 36. So GDX can get up to 36 here. It's the low of the day plus the ATR. 5-minute bar just closed. Let's go look at our 5s and see if there's anything of interest. Facebook, no signal. So Facebook, no signal. Apple is a buy, 160.07. Apple buy, 160.07. Apple buy, 160.07. Apple buy, 160.07. Baba, nothing. Google, nothing. Facebook, nothing. Tesla, nothing. Netflix, nothing. So 5-minute bar and Apple, guys. So 5-minute bar long and Apple at 160.07. 5-minute bar long and Apple 160.07. 5-minute bar long and the Apple 160.07. So 5-minute bar long and Apple 160.07. So 1 5-minute bar long today, guys. 1 5-minute bar long and Apple 160.07. I bought some more WBA calls at 6 cents. We can only go to 0. WBA, if the low is in for the day, can move a $1.25. It gets you to about 43.60. 43.60. 15 delta. I can get up about to about 20. I'll have some at 10. 14. You're gonna see a lot of craziness. Until the Fed speaks. Till the Fed speaks. And once the Fed speaks, we might get some volatility today too. Let's go to the daily here in WBA. 41.60, 52-week low. Futures up 2 1/4. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Futures. We did a poll yesterday. I said up small. Roku down $1. Chewy up a little bit. Oil up 4. See what our good friend the VIX is doing. VIX down 32 cents on the $29 level. Uber weekly 27s post earnings. Uber weekly 27s. Uber weekly 27s trading here post earnings. Uber weekly 27s trading here post earnings. Uber's traded 22 million shares today. Lyft has traded 16 million shares today. So 3,000 lots, not the craziest thing in the world. Fisker 12's trading here. Fisker 12's trading here. What's the ATR of Fisker? 73 cents. I'm gonna buy some Fisker 12s. FX FSR 12's trading here, guys. FSR 12's trading here. It's a day trade. Hit our day trade scanner. FSR 12's trading here. So day trade. Buyer, a Fisker, FSR, 5/6, 2022, 12 calls for 14. They hit at 13. Targets 16 and 20. FSR, Fisker, calls being bought. Fisker, ATR is about 73 cents today. So we can rally about 73 cents. I saw that this hit earlier in the week, and these worked out really well. So FSR to the long side. FSR to the long side. Low is in for the day. How high can get? ATR is about 73 cents. So Fisker, it's close to its 52-week low too. It can get potentially up to 1074. It's about 70 cents to the upside. You have the delta and the gamma. 30 times 60. They can get up about 20 cents. I'll have a target at 35. So Fisker, guys, calls being buying in Fisker. Calls being bought here in Fisker. FSR 12s. FSR 12s trading here, 13 cents, 13 or 14, I think it's okay. Fisker can get up to 1074. It's only traded 500,000 shares today. You guys are quiet here this morning. FSR 12s. Traded 500,000 shares. So I like an order that has 2,000 or 3,000 options. It's only traded 500,000 shares. I like that a lot more than an order in Uber that's trading, Uber's traded 12 million shares. 1 5-minute bar long. So technically 2 signals so far today. FSR and Zuoba. CWH calls being bought post earnings. They're buying some this week, 29.5 small. 29.5 is being bought here. Upstart moving up. DraftKings unchanged. FSR 1416. Come on, get some legs here. FSR low of the day plus the ATR. ATR is 73 cents. Standard deviation at ATR is 25 cents. So if it rises its ATR, it can get the stock to about 1072. Make these calls about 35 cents. WBA, if the low is in for that one today. Can get to 43.50, so it can rally about $1. ATR here about $1.25. I think anything is okay with the low under, a stop under recent lows. You're leaving? Yeah. I need the fob. You put it somewhere? Huh? And the card too. Take your shirt. Yeah. Thank you. Futures up 5.5. Uber traded 25 million shares today. 25 million shares. Bolty, where you at? Bolt. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Oh, 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 oh. 1 5-minute bar long. Why is a specific option? So we always look at volume to be greater than open interest. So we want contracts that traded to be greater than open interest. So today you can see 3,954 trade total, and there's only 2,000 of open interest. And we're looking for a minimum quantity of 500 options, so it's not like some small trader buying like a 10 lot or something like that. So we're really looking for volume to be greater than open interest. We're looking for stocks that have big ATRs, average true range. We look for a certain delta. We don't want a delta of like 5. So that's what we look for. And then if they're weekly options, we want to day trade those. If they're weekly options, we want to day trade those. So that's kind of what we look for. And you can always look at how much stock trades in a day too. Like Fisker hasn't traded much stock in a day. Fisker just hanging out here. Walgreens coming back a little bit from the lows. Futures up 6. Huh. Apple. Is there a rhyme and reason to buy it, or just buy it to buy it? You're just randomly buying options. I don't think that's a good approach. Futures up 5. We were up about 20 overnight, and then we were down. We've actually rallied a decent amount from the lows. It's 65-point move implied today, guys. So we're going to get volatility, and the market's going to go somewhere when the Fed speaks. If they raise 75, I think the market will get crushed. If they do 50, it all depends on what they say. I think today's kind of setting it up for a rally, though. Noodles, AUG 7.5 trading here. Nothing new in that one. Futures up 6. GDX, they bought some calls yesterday. Those are unchanged. They got up to 18. So GDX got up to 18. Fisker, 14.16, even though the stock's coming down. COTY calls being bought small. June 8th. They do have earnings coming up. So Fisker has a recent low here of around that 970 level. So Fisker does have a recent low around the 970 level, 973. Being patient here, being patient. Apple 5-minute bar long, that's a winner. And then Fisker technically is a winner too. So 2 trades so far today. Nothing really crazy today. Futures selling off. This is all chop. Like, if you're trying to trade futures, this is not the day you want to trade futures. You're like, oh, I'm going to short it here. I'm going to buy it here. No. Uber down, only down 250 now. So Uber 27 strike. Chop, 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 chop. Uber up to 27 now, so those 27s, they were off for 70, they're up to $1 here. Mattel 40 cents. Got out of Mattel, we got into Chewy today. We're buying some Chewy calls. GDX's calls were bought yesterday. GDX calls were bought yesterday. I can't give you the Chewy unless you are a super option member, unfortunately. Come on, Fisker, get a bid. Fisker 1416 still. So if you wanted to get out of Fisker, you get out of Fisker. Small profits. SLV calls being bought June 3rd, 21s. SLV June 3rd, 21s trading here in SLV. SLV calls being bought, guys. Those did hit our proprietary base ETF scanner. I don't really screw on too much with SLV and GDX, but I'll give you this trade. ETF trade, buyer of SLV. 6/3, 2022, 21 calls for 50. Targets 75 and a buck. So SLV, guys. SLV calls trading here. SLV hitting our ETF scanner. SLV hitting our ETF scanner. SLV calls being bought. SLV calls being bought. Fisker 1415, so those are unchanged. WBA getting a bid here as the market goes lower. WDC, wow. Yeah, we sent out a signal on the May 57.5s. They got up to 630. WDC, what a great signal. WDC, what a great signal. Walgreens Boot Alliance can get up to 43.5. $43.60 actually. Fisker down. This is the lows, $9.96. If you want to take it off for break even, you couldn't. Fisker. Thankfully, I took off Uber. I got the Baroque music on. So it took off recent lows and now it's starting to move up a little bit. Oh, IOVA. We saw these work before. IOVA calls me, but there's a lot of open interest in May. So IOVA, not interested to do anything here. IOVA. 2 bonus trading sessions today, guys. 2 bonus tradings. Chug up $1.16. Mattel, we're out of the 27s for almost 100% profit. Even with the market down, futures getting whacked. Futures getting whacked here. Unity 75s being bought. Unity 75s being bought. Let's see how big this order is. Unity 75s. 1,000 lot trade here in Unity 75s. 52-week low in Unity software. They trade 14 cents. $14,000 bet here in Unity. Not a big bet here. Fisker starting to rally a little bit. Futures down 9 1/4 here. Fisker calls are still 14. ARKK 60s are going to go to 0. I will pay 1 penny for them. So if you want to sell me a 100 lot for a penny, I will waste another $100. 5-minute bar and Apple. 160.07. Apple on the 5 is still technically a winner here. Apple on the 5 is still a winner here, guys. Apple on the 5. Apple on the 5 is technically a winner. Fisker technically a winner. It's up like maybe a penny. HDSN. I've never heard of this stock. HDSN 7. Hudson Technology 500 lot small order. HDSN. Futures down 5.5. We're down as much as 9. Coca-Cola this week calls. GSM 7's trading here. Coke, they're starting to buy some calls on the 66s. Coca-Cola 66s traded 6 cents here, guys. Want to take a lottery ticket on something? Coca-Cola 66s trading 6 cents. Too small of a dollar amount. Coca-Cola KO, the 66s trading 6 cents. Maybe buy 10 of them or something. I don't know. Hopefully they double in value. They're buying more of them. Coca-Cola 66s. Maybe if with inflation you need to buy more Coke products, huh? Now they're selling them. Coca-Cola. Futures are down as much as 7. More Coke trading here. They're being bought and sold, so it's not really that good of conviction which direction. So now it looks like they're selling them. WARC getting crushed again. These are down to a penny. 1 penny. Oh, they're up to 2 cents now. They're doubling value from a penny to 2 pennies. Chewy getting hit. They're just down 8. 5-minute bar and Apple technically was a winner. It's still a winner, so Apple on the 5. Bull 5-minute bar above the cloud at 160.07. Technically a buy here, and Apple is a winner. 20 scanners, guys, 1 signal. Does that make that signal better? Probably, actually. Probably makes that signal better if there's only 1 signal today. And the markets are weak. If the market reverses, Fisker is going to go higher. Fisker now starting to get a bid a little bit. They're 14.15. Futures down 11. Low of the session. I still think you can get long anything with a stop under recent lows. Amazon, Apple, anything. Pretty like, you know, are we going to go long? Like I just said on notes this morning, I'm like, yeah, we can go down in the short term. But I think, you know, if we have a rip your face off rally, then what is everybody going to say? You know, one thing, you guys, I continue to reiterate the fact is if you're losing money investing, if you're losing money in the stock market, do not turn on CNBC. I saw who was on yesterday, someone I actually really respect. Basically, every ARK name he said he sold. Like, okay, right. Why don't you tell us, Brad Gersovich? Why don't you tell that before? Not like 6 months later. Oh, I got out of that one. I got out of Unity on it as it hits a 52-week low. Tell me before. Uber 30s trading here, and Uber 30s trading here. Those are way out of the money. Futures down 11. Uber back down to 26.15. We saw the 27s. Yeah, there were 6 cents though. So like, if you go to like a Delta and a Gamma, Coke 17,000 trading here. The Delta's 7. So those are called the soft deltas. The stock goes up. Those probably won't perform that well. It needs to rip to the upside. So that does have what's called a soft delta. And this is what I want the market to do. I want the market to go lower initially. I don't think the sell-off's really anything crazy. I just think that we're selling off a little bit. You know, this is kind of the tradition we've had in the last couple of weeks. If the market's up, you sell it. My Baroque music turned off. Two bonus sessions today, guys. Futures down 12. Walgreens Buda line's about to go up on the day. Fisker still 14.15. WBA, I added some calls at 6. Peloton. We'll do a little poll here in about 20 minutes. BEKE calls being bought. Nothing to do in that one. Come on, Walgreens. 7.9. Let's go Fisker. A Fisker calls 14.15 still. SLV up to 52. SLV, the market's really there's a lot on the offer. There's like some rumor that some hedge fund was blowing out in Expedia, so I'd be very careful of Expedia. Live Nation too. There's rumors of hedge fund blowing out, so Expedia got absolutely crushed yesterday. Wow, look at that. So there's some rumors of Expedia and Live Nation. Live Nation's down 30% from the highs. Joe Terranova, the Joe T ETF, how is that doing? Crushed. This is one of the hardest environments to trade I've seen in a long time. So if you guys are making money, breaking even, sometimes that's a good thing. It's a very hard environment to trade, guys. Very hard environment to trade. Futures up from the lows. WBA, come on, baby. I have some offered at 10 cents. I paid 6. I added to those. My music is not working here. I don't know why. Bitcoin, is Bitcoin down in half from the highs? Bitcoin 38.7. Etsy is earnings. Etsy down 260. In the yellow submarine, then we dance. Chewy was sent out a signal for super options. 20 scanners, guys, one signal. 20 scanners, one signal. That is unheard of. It is Fed Day, though. I just sold a little WBA calls at 10. I paid 6 for some of those. Uber 27s being bought, guys. Uber 27s. Those did hit moonshots. Moonshot 27s, guys. 27s being bought. Uber 27s. Uber 27's being bought. This hit moonshots at 57 cents. So I'll give you this one. 40 million shares. Buyer of Uber. 5/6, 2022, 27 calls for 59. Targets 90 and 120. So we do see Uber calls being bought, guys, on the moonshots. Moonshots calls being bought, guys, in Uber. Moonshots calls being bought in Uber. Moonshots calls being bought in Uber. Nike, September 130 is being bought. Nike, Sep 130 is being bought. Big order here in Nike. 10,000 Nike Sep 130s, guys. That is a massive bet. Nike, guys, September. So Nike, guys, huge buyer of Nike Sep 130s. Nike Sep 130s being bought. Nike Sep 130s being bought. Huge order, guys. They're buying them for like 730. Let me add Uber here to the right. Uber 27's trading 59 cents. You get in right here right now at 59 if you like the signal. Uber's traded 42 million shares. I wonder how much stock will trade today, like 150 million. So Nike calls being bought. Yeah, Nike calls are like $7. $7 calls. All right, let me stop this and yeah, hold on a second. I need to stop the recording.